minds.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Show.
And you are back here with me on this Free-for-All Friday, 603-835-3224. If you have something that you would like to discuss, just give me a call here on the Rod Eccles Show. And I am, of course, your lovable host, Elrod, sitting in the Freedom Throne behind the Freedom Mic. Look, folks, when it comes to cultish things, when it comes to religion, now you have to understand that to a degree, cults are religious. They are religion. And you have to understand that how they operate, they don't operate based on a larger being or a larger sense of spirituality. Because not every major religion has a centralized or singular God. But there is a singular purpose, singular spirituality. And in a cult, there isn't this centralized God or spirit or spirituality. It revolves around the leader of the cult, not, say, God. Which is why, a lot of people thought that Christianity was basically a cult because it was revolved around Jesus. But they had a problem with defining it as a cult because Jesus referred back to the God of Abraham and Isaac. And therefore, he was saying that it isn't me, but the Father. But nobody comes to the Father but through me. So there wasn't this total centric selfishness on Christ, which would, if it was, hey, I'm God. You got David Koresh and some of these other cult leaders. Oh, well, I'm God on earth. Christ never said he was God. He said he was the Son of God. Well, there's a difference. So what you have is these cultish figures or leaders where their followers look at them as God. They look at them, that leader, as being the end-all, be-all. And L. Ron Hubbard created this system in Scientology that had people looking to him for everything. And now this new leader looking to him for everything. And not only do they look to him, but he in turn encourages people to worship L. Ron Hubbard. Now that, he passed in 86 or something like that. So, and I'm watching this, and there's a speech in there that he gives, and he's talking about that L. Ron Hubbard is now taking the ultimate test or whatever outside of his body. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're saying the man died. He's not coming back. He's not going to be able to tell you anything about it. But he was making it sound like, L. Ron Hubbard, we may say he died, but he's just passing on into a new existence, new consciousness. He's left his earthly body and taken his form in the spirit realm, in his spiritual body, on his new journey. Okay, but this is what the people believe, and every chance he gets, he's turning and he's saluting the picture of L. Ron Hubbard. He salutes, a military salute. Now, as far as I know, this guy's never been in the military. And then Tom Cruise gets on stage, makes this rather impassioned speech. You know how Tom Cruise gets so intense. He gets intense when he's talking about L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology and David Misogivany, whatever his name is, however you pronounce his name. I mean, he's intense. And then he gets this intense handshake and this intense hug. And then he gives L. Ron Hubbard's picture this intense salute. I'm going, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? There doesn't seem to be any joy in this. Seems like it's well rehearsed. It seems like Tom Cruise thinks he's back in one of his movies, whatever. Mission Impossible, things like that. But this is what I was looking at while watching this. And this is, this is their footage. It's not like it's footage that's been smuggled out. This is, Church of Scientology's footage. So but what we have in the Democrat side is the same thing. You have to worship at the altar of government because they believe government is the answer to everything. And it is definitely the answer to everything when they're in charge of that government. So it's not that just liberals want big government. They want big government that they're in charge of. And that you have to bow down to the altar of big government run by and ruled by liberals. And you need to salute the liberal. That's what they want you to do, to stand up there and be just as intense as Tom Cruise and give that intense salute and say, yes, man, you're the one. You're going to help me through my life. Cradle to grave. That's what we want. Government help. Salute. But that doesn't work. We can look at Black America and see that African Americans in this country, Black America in cities across the country, and we can see they have that type of intense support for liberal Democrats, but they live a life in shambles. And yet they continually spout the same dogma that is spit out by the liberal left. Liberal left tells them, it's the Republicans' fault. Yeah, it's the Republicans' fault, they repeat. The Republicans are to blame for this, and the Republicans are to blame for all the police brutality. But the point is, and when you go back and you start looking at things, well, first of all, these cities have been run by Democrats for decades. So the Republicans can't be at fault if it's a city run by Democrats. And then you go back and you look at speaking of Hillary Clinton, her husband's the one that wanted 100,000 more police on the streets of America, and he tried to pay for them with federal dollars. So if we have too many police in your city, it isn't because your mayor or somebody hired them all. It's because her husband, Bill Clinton, set aside federal funds so they could hire more police, so they could put more, bullies on the road if you think that the police are bullies. So hello, black people, if you don't like cops, well, who are the ones who put more cops on the street? The Democrats. But you're blaming the Republicans. This is a cult mentality, so that when the cult leader comes to you and says, yes, we have this problem, we've been in charge for 50 years, but you know what? It's really the Republicans' fault. And you say, yes, it's really the Republicans' fault. Remember, Indiana Jones, and the kid is like, Kalima. Oh no, that's the Mummy. Even in Indiana Jones, they have this cult type of stuff. Kalima, Kalima, Kal. No matter what you say, you can always get people to believe something other than the truth. And because if they fall at the altar of this cultish crap, they're going to believe you, even though when they live the life and they understand, or they should understand, that they're being lied to day in and day out by the hour, they will buy the lie for whatever reason. And then they'll regurgitate it. This is what we're getting from the Democrats. And the right side, we make this mistake time and time and time again, where we try to say, well, no, this is our policy. This is our policy. This is what we believe. We got to knock it off. You have to fight cultism with cultish tactics. If a cult comes and says, liberal cultist comes in, I'm going to start calling them liberal cultists. And they come and say, well, this is your fault. You can say, we haven't even been involved. Don't offer policy. Say, we haven't been involved. Baltimore's been run by your cult for 50 years. We haven't been involved. It can't be our fault. And then if you start saying that in that way, you push it back, because now the people